All right, welcome back to the Beast Game Podcast. This is a review for Girls Trip. It's directed by Malcolm D. Lee. It's written by Erica Rivinoja and Kenya Barris. It stars Regina Hall, Queen Latifah, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Tiffany Haddish. And the synopsis is, when four lifelong friends travel to New Orleans for an annual Essence Festival, sisterhoods are rekindled, wild sides are rediscovered, and there's enough dancing, drinking, brawling, and romancing to make the Big Easy blush. So Matt, what is your view on Girls Trip?
I actually enjoyed the movie. It kind of reminded me of the first time that I saw American Pie. Raunchy humor with clever characters that interact well with each other and have good chemistry. I thoroughly enjoyed myself in the movie.
So I guess the whole premise is what? Is it just kind of like The Hangover where...
You know, watching that movie, I started thinking a lot of that. I think there's a lot of similarities. The one character that's like all common sense, another character that's kind of halfway in between, and other characters that's pretty cool, and then one who serves as the Allen who kind of brings it all together with the humor. And, you know, without him, they wouldn't make the movie, which I think her name is Tiffany. I think she brought the movie together. The plot was pretty good, although predictable. But, I mean, you don't go there for the jaw-dropping character plot as you do go for the laughs, and there's plenty of it in this movie. So one of the more funnier movies that I've seen this year.
So what was Mike Coulter's role in this movie? He played Luke Cage.
He was the husband of Regina Hall, who I think he was a former tight end, if I remember right, or Hall of Famer. So he was supposed to go into a book deal or a deal with some network with Regina Hall. They had to put on a show as if they were together when in reality they had marital problems. And then that's kind of like where the start of all the drama ends up happening when they find out what he is really doing.
And then I guess the whole thing is like, well, let's do a trip.
He was in the trip, yes. And then he was the cause of all the drama, all of his infidelities. So he wasn't like a main character per se. He was kind of like a B character, while the four girls were the main stars.
I have a question, because this was directed by Malcolm D. Lee, who was a cousin of Spike Lee, and he also did The Best Man. Is there any comparisons to that?
Yeah, honestly, I would say so. I think they used the same formula. Actually, come to think about it, yeah, they did use the same exact formula. I mean, it was winning back then, and it's winning now, believe it or not. Although I would throw probably some American Pie humor in there, to be honest with you. Best Man, you would think, would be more of a little bit older, mature crowd, which, you know, they did have its old, mature themes, but there was some American Pie raunchiness in this, which was very funny.
So, what score would you give Girls Trip?
I'd give it an 8.5. Again, it's probably one of the more funnier movies. As far as the plot, again, you don't really go for the plot, in my opinion, predictable. But again, you don't go for the plot, you go for the humor, and the humor was very good. I'd say one of the better movies this year.
All right.
Comedy-wise, anyway.
So that's the Beast Game Podcast. You can find more of our podcasts at beastgame.com, iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, TuneIn, iHeartRadio, Twitter, and YouTube.